give me a sense of what the last sort of 8-9 months have been like work-wise, and just what that's entailed for you guys?
It's been pretty relentless. We have worked pretty much every weekend, every holiday, but we needed to. It wasn't done with any kind of resentment. We did this because we wanted to progress this vaccine. And we believed in the tech, and we're really grateful that the results are out today have supported all that hard work.
Tell me about the tech then. Take us back to basics.
Sure. So we have what we refer to as a platform technology. So what that means is we have a vaccine platform that we can use to design vaccines against lots of different types of infectious diseases. What we typically will do is we will look at a new or an emerging infectious disease, and we will use our best guess as to which part of that virus, if we had an immune response against, might mediate protection. So in this case, because we've worked with our platform technology for many years, and we've also made a vaccine against a different coronavirus, we took the surface antigen, so the part of the virus on the outside. We took a small amount, or the coding sequence for that, and put it into our vaccine. We thought an immune response towards that might give us efficacy. And importantly, the results today have validated that methodology and ideology.
And that was from the spike, was it, on the outside of the virus that you took that material?
Absolutely. So we have the coding sequence, so a small tiny part of the virus in our platform technology. We express it when we inject the vaccine into an arm, and then you mount an immune response towards that small tiny part of the SARS-CoV-2, and you get an immune response towards it, neutralizing antibodies, T cells, and most importantly, we've demonstrated efficacy as well.
And unlike the other two I mentioned, the Pfizer, BioNTech, and the Moderna vaccine, yours is a so-called live vaccine. But am I right in saying that there's genetic modification involved as well?
Oh, absolutely. So our platform technology is an adenovirus. And adenoviruses, human adenoviruses, will typically cause a mild upper respiratory infection, so like a common cold. But we've modified our adenovirus so it doesn't replicate, and we've even taken one that came from a chimpanzee. So we have a non-replicating, safe platform technology that we use to make our vaccine.
And when you say non-replicating, sorry, amateur hour here from my perspective.
Sorry,
does that mean that when you inject this into the human body, the body just reacts to the one thing it's seeing rather than dealing with replications of that?
Yes, so what we have is you get expression of the foreign antigen, so the small part of SARS-CoV-2 spike.
Yeah.
So you'll get amplification of that, but the actual platform technology, the adenovirus, that doesn't replicate any rate.
So the body tackles the very thing it's supposed to tackle, not side issues.
Yes, you will get some immunity towards the adenovirus, but we want to really focus the immune response towards the spike protein.
Now, I know that despite the success on the minimising disease and minimising seriousness of disease, or preventing disease more than minimising, and stopping it from being serious disease where it does happen, there are still questions about whether it stops transmission from one to another. But in a very small trial, a sort of offshoot trial, I understand even that was quite positive.
Yes, we have some data to indicate that we get less asymptomatic infections. So what we've done in our trial is all the volunteers who have been vaccinated will take weekly swabs, and then we look to see if we can detect virus in the individuals that have been vaccinated with placebo or our vaccine Chadox1 nCoV-19 or AZD1222, and we look to see if there's a difference there. And the results are encouraging, but we'd like to have a greater data set there.
Now, it doesn't sound like you've had much of a social life for the last 8 months. Based on what you tell me, I mean, you don't sound like anything. What I'm saying is, when you described how hard you've all been working, but and the fact that none of us have had much of a social life, let's face it, since March. But have you found that